The following portion of Daytime Tri-Cities is sponsored by Evans & Evans Real Estate. Hi, welcome back to the second half of Real Estate Today, brought to you by Evans & Evans Real Estate. Once again, we are joined today by Stan Evans, talking about this beautiful new subdivision right here in the Piney Flats community. And Stan, we've kind of made our way towards sort of the back of the subdivision, but to an area that I know a lot of people will be excited about.
Exactly. This is part of the common area that comes with home ownership here in the subdivision. This is the boat ramp where you can go and launch your own boat, personal watercraft, whatever the case may be. There's parking up in here behind, so when you drop your boat, you've got a place to park your truck or your trailer, whatever it may be. But all this land back in here, again, is going to be common area and to be able to use by anybody in the development.
So a lot of amenities come with this, and we're talking about, it's called the Estate at Turkey Ridge, and we talked about the sort of that first phase and then more property back here in that second phase, and this is actually waterfront property.
Yeah, this is phase two. The tracts, these are tracts of land back in here. They start about 5 acres, and we've got 3 5-acres, an 8-acre, and a 10-acre. They range in price from $479,000 to about $550,000, and all of them are direct waterfront.
Wow, so an option to really have some of that property, and you don't see that a lot really in the Tri-Cities, but especially in this Piney Flats area.
Yeah, just the fact that you can have acreage on the lake is a big thing, and when Chris gets to take some pictures back in here, it's just like a park setting. There's a lot of foliage, and it's very, very, very private. The cove that the subdivision sets on is a long cove directly across from Lake Harbor subdivision. But it's a very quiet cove, so it's not going to have a lot of boat noise, not a lot of wake, and that sort of thing that you'd find on the lake anywhere else.
And of course, when you're looking to buy property, you really get to kind of start from scratch. You said there's some things that you'll want to stay in those perimeters, but really they can do so many different things.
Oh yes, it's pretty much endless. The way the restrictions are written, there's a certain size limitation and things of this nature just to protect the entire development. Exterior finishes and things like that, but everything else is pretty much open, about whatever you want to do.
And a lot of different, you mentioned back here, tracts of land, so depending on how much land you want, you have a few different options.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're downsizing and you don't want a lot of land to fool with, we've got the interior lots in phase one. If you want to expand or broaden your horizons and have some land with privacy and waterfront, phase two is what you're looking for.
And you mentioned it before, but important to know, we're kind of in that area of Piney Flats where it really puts you so connected to so many other popular areas. We're so close to the airport.
10 minutes to the airport, 15 minutes to Boones Creek, probably 20 minutes to Bristol. It's just a good location. We're just a few minutes outside of Piney Flats, so your shopping's there, your grocery, drugstore, all that sort of thing that you might need.
All right, well, certainly with the way things are in the market today, we know something like this probably not going to stick around a long time.
We don't anticipate it to. Lake property is scarce right now, and when you do find it, it's expensive. That's why, buying acreage on the lake at the price point where we are, if you break it down, we're really not that expensive per acre.
All right, well, you've got a website set up, so we're going to give everybody the website to this subdivision. If you would like more on phase one or phase two, or a little bit more about this property, you can go and check that out on the website. You can always find them too at Evans & Evans Real Estate, and that's evansandevanstn.com, or you can call Stan, and here is his number, and he'll be happy to show you around some of this new property here at the Estates at Turkey Ridge. The preceding portion of Daytime Tri-Cities was sponsored by Evans & Evans Real Estate.